Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So let's do a box show and tell for Monster Strike, and this will be for day 23, which might seem early for another box show and tell, but a lot has changed since my last one, so let's go ahead with that. And then, Most Hits is by Fudomyo, and this is in the Dark Time Trial. And then Biggest Damage is from Tsubasa in... I think it's Fukahide, Shark Fin Soup guy. I have only the 3 Max Lux. I haven't been working too hard on Max Lux. I've been working harder on unlocking more impossible monsters. But once I get to a good place there, I'll get back to making Max Lux. And then here are my top 10 most used monsters. First is a Sanctuary Dragon. He was my first Max Lux. I used him everywhere. Next is a Ibaraki Dolji. She has the Genius S++ Ableberry, so she gets me a lot of experience and rank. Next is a Hikari Ascension, my Reset Marathon monster, and one of my MVPs. She's really strong, really versatile. Next is Susanoo, and he is a big damage source. I use him for farming easy quests. And then next is Nadeko, and then she is my preferred Max Luck now. She has a good bump combo, which can help me farm easy quests pretty well. And she's got Null Warp, which is good for lots of quests. Next is Jiraiya, and this is kind of surprising actually. But I got him very early, and that Pierce Null Damage Wall is a really good combo. You can use that lots of places. Number 7 is a Friol Ascension, and I got her early, so I used her all over the place. I prefer the evolution these days though, so I've been using that one. Number 8 is a Hikari Ascension, I think it is. And yeah, I was just using her a lot in the beginning. She'll fall off the list pretty soon. Number 9 is Takenaka Hanbei. And her I've been using a lot, but I prefer the Ascension version, I think, so I'm working on trying to ascend her. And then number 10 is my second most preferred Max Luck, and that is Tsubasa. And yeah, she's been pretty great too. But anyway, let's move over to the box. And then yeah, this is my box right now. Getting a little bit filled out. And I'll skip the monsters that I talked about last time. But yeah, here is Mikumo, one of my favorite monsters lately. Pierce with the 8-turn null everything. And then here is Nirvana, and him I really like. His quest, I think, is the most fun of the War God series, and then his character, I think, is also the best of the War God series. So I enjoy playing him, and I'll try to make the Max Luck of him, maybe. And he is very strong, his bump combo especially, that barrage shotgun. The width of it is very narrow, so it can do good concentrated damage. And then next up is Skitty, my latest Hatcher monster. And she's been good too. She's a Pierce, Null Damage Wall. That's that great combination. A pretty good bump combo, the Super Spread, and then the Blast Bump combo. So a good support character as well. Next is Ashura. I just unlocked her this morning. Easy quest, because I have good monsters for her. And then a fun Max Luck to use, so I enjoy using her. Here is Izanami. I just maxed her out yesterday. She should be pretty good for me. And Soulwing, I think he's going to be the next Max Luck that I make. I'm aiming for Dark Soulwing, or Soulwing X rather, mostly so that I can replace Sanctuary Dragon. They'll fill that same role. And then for water, here's the new metal monster, Blueberry, and she looks pretty good. She's a Pierce with a Minesweeper and Null Magic Circle, one of the few characters I have with a Null Magic Circle. She has a strike shot where she hits the first target with a flare, which can stun a guy, so that's pretty good. And then the Olympic Rings bump combo, which is pretty strong. I am not going to make the max luck of her, just 1 luck of her is enough, but happy to have her. And next is a Jabberwocky Evolution, and he's been one of my favorite characters lately. Really good stats, a basic bounce, null gravity barrier, but a meteor strike shot, which I love, especially on null gravity barrier characters, and a very strong bump combo, the breath. Next up, here's a Fox Metal Ascension, and I am actually working on going through the Tower of Champions. So I need this guy for floor 24, which is why I have him here. But he can also do hit stops. I like doing hit stops, so that would be good to have there. Next here is Bishamonten. I need to get some Divine Charles and then upgrade her, but she should be awesome once I do. And Yamato Takeru, I maxed him out. He's very good. I used him in Akasha. He was really good for Akasha. I got my first clear of him there. And then here's the pre-Evo version. He'll be good for 5-star and under quests. Queen Butterflight, finally got her, maxed her out. Been using her in Akala, Fudomyo. And then here's Takenaka. Her evolution is okay, but I really prefer her Ascension. She's a Pierce power type, no gravity barrier, picks up Ethereal Slayer. So I'll be able to use her for like Sphinx or Koyuki. She should be good there. And then here is a Scorpica. I was really looking forward to getting her. This is the evolution version, Pierce, no warp, no gravity barrier. So that would make her really good for Nirai Kanai. But just in general, that's a great double null ability. Plus Pierce, that's kind of rare. And then her stats are pretty solid. Her attack is a little bit on the high side, so that's good. Looking forward to using her. And then here is Watabedion. This is Kevin Midorikawa, the Ascension version. Probably most excited to have this guy. He is a Pierce with Flight and Null Damage Wall, and I consider him the replacement for Leah Ascension from the English version. I really miss Leah Ascension, but this guy, he can fill that role. He's a little bit slow, but he does have a speed and power-up strike shot and a blast bump combo. So that would make him really great. I'd love to make the max luck of this guy. And next is Joya Berun, another guy I'd like to make the max luck of. And I've actually replaced Susano as my main farming guy and replaced him with Joya Berun, just so I could mix up my most used monsters list. Next is Giga Fighter, one of the more underrated drop monsters. Bounce, no warp, no block. Not a lot of monsters have that combo. And then he's got a semi-strong bump combo in the lock-on shockwave. I do want to make the max luck of this guy, and I can use Skitty for him, so that would be good. Here is Shahrazad, and yeah, I wasn't too excited when I pulled her, but then I remembered that she got that buff lately, very recently, maybe last week, and suddenly she's really good for Holdai. And so actually I have kind of a team ready for Holdai, Jiraiya, Watabedion, and then Shahrazad here. So once I get 5 max lucks, maybe I'll give her a try. PCG3, still need to work on him. Kushinada, finally got her. Still need to upgrade her. For Light, this is a Friol Evolution, and she's kind of been my MVP lately. She's got a great double null, the anti-null gravity barrier null warp. And then the very strong bump combo, and then the 4-turn becomes a Pierce strike shot, which has been surprisingly good. I was worried that she wouldn't have enough damage output, but she's been really good, so that's been a pleasant surprise. And then, who else is good? Genji I unlocked. I like one of each of his versions, especially the Ascension. He could be a good drop monster for Hakua, since he's got speed up. I still need to get Hakua. And who else we got? Here's Titanium. The evolution version is really good. Pierce, Flight, no warp. Not a lot of drop monsters have that combo, so I've been using him. I'm still light on null warp monsters, so I need to work on that. And then here is a key. I also need her for the Tower of Champions, floor 23, so I'm working on evolving her. And then finally Dark. Dark is probably my weakest element right now. But here is Akasha, the character that I unlocked yesterday. And then I like his character. He's a Pierce power type, so he's super slow and he slows down really quickly. But if you kind of think of him as an arrow, you know, you shoot him, he goes, and he sticks, and that's it. But he has a strong short-range bump combo, so that's good. And then a tackle strike shot where speed doesn't matter. And then a triple null ability, which is cool. Minesweeper, Null Wind, Null Damage Wall. So yeah, I look forward to upgrading this guy. And another great thing about this guy is you don't need Divine Charles to upgrade him. You just need some of Genome as Ascension material. And then here is Tsukuyomi 0. I have 2 of her because I'm going to evolve one and then save the other. Because they're essentially the same character, same abilities and slayers, bump combos, and strike shots. But the 5-star I can use in 5-star quests, which is why I'm doing that. And Fudomyo, he's been awesome. And regular Tsukuyomi, I still need the Divine Charles for her too. But yeah, that is my box. I think that's pretty good for 23 days. What I need most right now are Divine Charles, so that I can upgrade all of my impossible monsters. But yeah, that is where I am at. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. And then to be honest, I was kind of, as the English version was winding down, I was kind of debating whether I wanted to start the JP version or not. I thought the beginning would be very tough. But actually it hasn't been that tough. And it's been a lot of fun, actually. Because I've been trying to use these limited resources that I have to beat different quests. And I've been pretty successful, so it's been fun. But yeah, I think as far as hatchers, I'm still not going to pull anything. But the 4-year anniversary is coming up. And if the 3-year anniversary is any indication, there should be some crazy hatchers. And that might be a good time to start spending some money. Alrighty. So that is that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.